Hey, what's up, y'all? Yeah, it's Kareem. Another journal I was thinking about, to post. I've had a lot on my mind recently, and one of the big things that have crossed, my thoughts was a discussion that I had with my cousin Digby um, after I did a photo shoot from um, during an event, and we came about the discussion of our life progress and our accomplishment of goals, and most importantly, the aspect of paying it forward. I'm sure everybody knows about paying it forward, and basically, if something good is done to you, to don't necessarily pay that person or that person back. You pay it forward to someone else. And I've always believed in that. I saw a movie about it, and ever since then it's kind of stuck in my head. I love the concept and the lifestyle and the mantra, or the philosophy rather, of paying it forward. But I've diversified from that, and not necessarily in the aspect of paying it forward, but I don't need to receive anything in order to pay forward. So it's like paying forward without even getting paid. In the end, what I'm getting at is that we've accomplished a lot in our life, and it's not just by thinking of ourselves, um, but thinking of others, helping others, lifting others up out of the troubles that they may be in, or assisting them in accomplishing their goals by helping others to come to fruition of their own goals and achievements. We can come to our own, and the hope is that they do the same and pay it forward to someone else. Personally for me, this is a big thing. During our discussion, I never knew that I had an effect, on his development per se. When he first showed up on the farm doing his gig, I just appreciated the fact that there was a chef out there that's bringing farm to table, that believed in that concept and was ready to take it to the next level. I'm a heavy advocate for eating healthy and just living healthy and just doing right, you know. And anybody who's, of that lifestyle and philosophy, I'm going to support them. So here I was just taking photos saying this is something I believe in, and they're projecting it. Let me do it. Let me just help, push forward. I never thought that I would inspire someone as such, and be a part of their growth and help them to be where they are. And it helped me to realize during reflection that I've done this a lot. This has been part of my life being, is to help others, even if I don't get helped in my own. It's paying forward without even being paid, and it's such a fulfilling feeling to me, to know that I do this, and I'm very proud of myself. I can name some musicians off the top of my head. Senatus Temple, Nathan, um, Joseph Jacobs, Substantial, Marcus D, formerly, or they known as Bop Alloy, their hip hop group, Cameron Ross, Kenji, you know, all these artists, they put forth good music. And I listen to them like daily, and they inspire me to be creative and to come up with my own, graphic arts and photography skills, and I embellish their music, and I work when I do my photography and whatnot, and I'm doing my editing and I'm designing stuff. I actually listen to the music, I take it in, I process it, and I'm working diligently while, listening to their work. And it's so interesting, because a lot of times, when I'm purchasing their work, when I buy something from these guys, a lot of times I don't need to pay money. I mean, a lot of times these cats put out music and it's free. It's like they'll put it on their Bandcamp site and they'll be like, hey, list your price, whatever you feel like this music is worth. And it's so interesting because, a lot of times I'll be hard up and I won't even have any cash on me. I won't have money, but I want the music. And even though I can download it for free, I don't. Say there'll be 15 tracks, I'll give them $1 each. I'll pay 15 bucks, even though I don't need to. The music is free. They're giving it away, but I'll pay $15 to let them know that I am supporting them because I believe in what they're doing, and because they affect my life in a positive manner. Because daily I listen to their music, they inspire me, and I get creative. I feel a sense of pride in my work while I do, you know, what I'm doing while listening to their work. This concept can be spread amongst anything, whether it is you take pride in someone's jewelry and their craft, and so you're sitting there and enjoying, your jewelry, and you feel good while you're modeling or whatever, or you get inspired by watching someone's art, David and Nicole and Denise, and a couple others I can mention. I love watching the artistry and the mindset of others, and it helps bring me to get to a place where I can better myself and conduct my craft even better. And so I say to pay it forward, to support them. And it doesn't always have to be about money. I mean, for every album or art I've ever purchased from anybody, I've written a note or message on the receipt, and to let them know, hey, keep doing what you're doing. Stay inspired. I know it's rough. Sales are sometimes down. Why? Because, we're in a time where it's, people are pinching pennies. It's hard. Times are hard like cement. But even in that time of hardness, I find a means to support them some kind of way monetarily, because I know they need it in order to keep going forward. And even if I can't supply money, I'll write someone a note. I'll drop them an inbox, or I'll tag them in something, or write on their wall, on their profile on Facebook, and just let them know that I support, what they do, and that they do inspire me. And I hope that it's just that little kindle of inspiration in those words. Let them know that they are relevant in this world, not only in themselves, but what they're doing, and their efforts are not going unnoticed. I think it's so important to support what you love, and others who are like-minded, of bringing positive into this world. I definitely suggest, invite, and promote for people to support local artists, especially, whether it be photography, whether it be jewelry, whether it be, music, whatever. Support it, because we're all one, and especially if they're putting out something that is relevant to your life, let them know. Write them a message. Just let them know how you feel and how they're doing good in this world, and that will help them to to keep forward and continue doing what they're doing. And even if it's not money, support if you can monetarily, but if not, voice your opinion and express yourself, and let them know that what they're doing is affecting lives in a positive manner. Because I know when I get people inbox me all the time, and they tell me this, they say, wow, your graphic arts on your profile is so beautiful, on your Instagram and on your 2020. And I'm like, oh, thanks. I really, that means a lot to me. Yeah, sure, I wish, some of my stuff would sell, but even though it doesn't, what's relevant is that I'm touching lives one by one, and people let me know this. And it really affects me in a great way. And again, I'm an artist in my own, and even though I don't get paid for it, I still love to create, and I create for myself. But it never hurts to hear that other people are positively affected by what I create. So this is like a shout out to everybody, to keep supporting those who believe in bringing good in this world. Support your local artists. And just keep paying it forward, even if you're not getting paid. You know what I mean? It's all about bringing good into this world. And I'd like to bring another shout out again, or give another shout out to, again, my cousin Digby, for helping spark this thought in my mind again, and I'm glad we sat down and had that deep conversation. It was really good for me to reflect a lot on my life, and let me know that I've been bringing good into this world. And I hope I can continue to do it, So, peace out.